So I'm gonna film my question and answers video, and there's a lot of comments on the video, so or like the last question and answer, so I'm gonna try to film it as much as I can. A lot of them were repeat comments, so whatever. Excuse the mess back there. It's all my wedding stuff from like a year ago. So yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with the first comment. What is your real name? Okay, so the question was, what is your real name and what city are you from? My real name is Antoinette, and named after my grandma, God rest her soul, and I'm from San Diego. And then, let's see here. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do besides YouTube? And if you could give a random piece of advice to someone, what would you say? So my hobbies, I like to walk. I love dogs. Anything with dogs. I don't know if that's a hobby or not, but I love dogs. What else? I love to walk. I'm a really boring person, to be honest with you. My hobbies are makeup. A random piece of advice I would say to someone is, don't give in to your fears and do what you love. Okay. Olivia, Laura, she asked, tell us about your hubby. So me and my husband, we met in high school. We didn't start dating then though. So we've known each other since we were 16. And what else? We started dating when we were like 22, and I'm 28 now. We got married last year, well, last September. And yeah, so he was like always into like, it was like cat and mouse the whole time. Like he was always into partying and I wasn't into partying, and he kind of needed to grow up a little bit. And so we kind of got back together, not back together because we never dated when we were 16, but we like always liked each other. So we got back together, or we got like in touch again when we were like in our 20s, and we were together ever since. Yeah, so I've known him, and we have like mutual friends. It's just so easy when you have like a past like that where it's like fun and you have all these friends and everyone knows each other. And yeah, so it was like our wedding was like all of our best friends in our wedding, and it was so much fun. Who's my favorite YouTubers? So like Desi and Crispy and like Patrick Star, Lester Lux. I like anyone who can do like really freaking bomb ass makeup, and Jaclyn Hill, because like for me, I'm like not into like the beauty gurus. I mean, like I am, like I love to watch it. It's nice, don't get me wrong. But for me, it's like the art of makeup, watching people do the makeup. I love Queen of Blending, but she hasn't done a video in a while because she just had a baby. So like watching like the art of makeup, like I love collecting and all that too. Don't get me wrong with that either. But someone who can do, excuse me, burp, I had McDonald's. Someone can do like bomb ass makeup and just look so good. Like that is my favorite, and those are like one of my favorites like YouTubers. What else? Would you ever be interested in hosting a collab? I'm going to host a collab pretty soon here. A lot of you guys were asking to collab. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing too many collabs on my channel. I'm not sure if I'm going to have too many collabs on my channel. Yeah. And then, does my husband watch my videos? Yes, he does, and he is proud of me. He says that he is happy for me, and he knows that I get a lot of excitement out of YouTube, and it's such a big community, and yeah, I love it. I love it here. A lot of you guys asked how I grew my channel so fast, and the number one thing I'm going to tell you is comment on everyone's video. Don't spam, like invite them to your channel. But the main thing that I do too is like I'll comment on like Patrick Starr's videos, like the huge YouTubers. You comment, do not spam them though, because most of the time it's just gonna get deleted. What I do is like I comment genuinely like on the video, like, oh my god, that was so good, like your technique is awesome, and that kind of stuff. And people who want to find new YouTubers will go through the comments and add you. Also, that's like how you get exposure. Also, you can go through those comments and find smaller YouTubers too to connect with. It's all about networking and connecting with people and becoming actual friends with people. And that's the number one thing I'm going to tell you, because I've made so many friends within the last 3 weeks that I've been on YouTube. And that's like the number one thing that I really would tell people is just genuinely watch people's videos, comment genuinely, But like, let's say to invite them, you can, like, I do like a standard, like, hey, come to my channel, I subbed to you, let's go ahead and make, like, let's be friends. You could always do sub for sub, which is like, that's like the #1 thing that I've been doing. And yeah, I've made a lot of friends. And like Twitter and Instagram, I'm gonna tell you, make your Twitter and Instagram like just strictly makeup based or like YouTube based. A lot of people just go there for that. So yeah, just make it just like build your brand, I guess you could say. If you want this to be like a hardcore like hobby or like an actual like quote unquote job, I mean, it's kind of far-fetched just because you need thousands of views, like literally thousands of views to even get paid. For me, it's kind of far-fetched. It's like winning the lottery, but for me, this is just like a hobby for me. Like, I'm in love with like making videos for you guys. What's my favorite makeup brand and my favorite makeup product? So my favorite makeup brand is probably MAC. I mean, I have so much MAC stuff. And my favorite beauty product, you know, I really don't know. I like fake eyelashes. My favorite beauty product, would that be a beauty product, is fake eyelashes. My like regular eyelashes are so like small that I need falsies on at all times. Do you have any tips for YouTubers? This is like a really reoccurring question. Like I said, just be on your shit. And like literally it is like a full-time thing. Like all I do is watch people's video, comment on people's videos, go on Instagram, like people's pictures, you know, comment on people's pictures, and then that's how you gain followers too. And then always hashtag your shit. Always hashtag and tag your stuff, because that's how people find you. That's how you get exposure. And Twitter, you know, just add a bunch of people. Like what I do sometimes is I'll find people on, like, let's say I'll go to Kathleen Light's like Twitter, and you see people commenting, say like, oh, I love Kathleen Lights, I love you too. Oh, maybe those people would like your channel too. So you could just add them on Twitter, and then they'll add you back, and then they'll see, then that will expose your video too. So it's all about like kind of just connecting in social media and all that kind of stuff. It really is, like I said, a full-time thing. I'm always on my phone. My husband's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm working. He gets pissed off that I call it work. All right, what else? One piece of advice that you would give your younger self. Okay, one piece of advice that I give my younger self is stay fucking fearless. I was so fearless back in the day. I didn't give a shit what people thought of me, what people said of me. And then like, let's say like 10th grade rolled around. That's like when my anxiety really kicked in, and like I became like a hobbit. I didn't want to see anyone. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I was scared. I was having panic attacks all the time. And that really lasted up until this day. Like, that's the reason why like I don't work, and it's kind of personal to me, but yeah, so I do have a lot of anxiety, but that's what I would tell my younger self is like, ignorance is bliss. Like, you stay that way, and I hope that you stay that way forever. And yeah, so like, have you ever had friends that are like so airheady, and then you're like, oh my god, I wish I had their brain. Like, do they even think about the thoughts that I think about? Like, what makes you know, like when your brain just keeps going and going, it'll make you literally physically sick. I have a friend who, she's just so like, not carefree, but she's so airhead. I'm like, oh, I want to be you. Like, I want your brain, like brain transplant, please. But who knows, maybe she has those thoughts, I don't know. Oh, what is my favorite clothing store? Forever 21 and H&M. I've been like really shopping at H&M because they have these cute little shirts, and I'm only 5 foot and I weigh 100 pounds. So it's like a lot of things don't fit me, and I feel like H&M and Forever 21, they make it for like tiny people. A lot of questions about my channel. Like I said, I would just grow your channel the way that I told you to, and it will grow. It really will. But I'm so grateful for everyone that has subbed back. Like, I've made so many friends, and it's amazing. Add me on Twitter and Instagram. Which movie always makes me cry? Titanic. When Jack's, like, at the very end, when Jack's going up the staircase, or no, when Rose is going up the staircase and Jack's at the top, and like, they're in heaven together. I cry every time. I don't care if I'm watching Titanic 3 days in a row, 4 hours in a row. It just always makes me cry. Me and my sister are always sitting there like, oh my god, this is so good. And fucking Leo in that movie. Oh, Jay. Oh, Leo. I love him so much. How did I discover my passion for makeup? it's literally when I was in like 2006. Well, no, I mean 8th grade is when I started wearing makeup, and like I would do all my friends' makeup, and then like prom would roll around, I would do everyone's makeup, and then after high school I would still have like the neighborhood girls come over and I would do their prom makeup, and like literally it would just snowball into everything. So I would always do everyone's makeup, and I didn't think about making a YouTube. Always thought about making a YouTube, but to like now, sorry, I cracked my fingers. I always thought about making a YouTube, but it's really exposing yourself, and like my husband's friends know now, and my family knows now, and now that I have like a little bit of a subscriber base and like friends, it's okay. But like when I was first starting out, like literally 3 weeks ago, I was so nervous. Like I don't want to look dumb, and like I said, I think about stuff a lot, so it's like I was nervous, but I'm so glad I just took the plunge and just fucking did it. And yeah, and it's just be yourself. Like don't like be like thinking like, oh, I need to be like a beauty guru, I need to get like a really good camera at first. Like I don't have money for a camera and stuff like that. My iPhone works good enough. And yeah, so I don't even remember that freaking question. My passion about makeup, yeah, so that's like my passion. Makeup is my passion, like in life. Also, I would like to have kids. That would be my passion too. I'm always thinking about being a mom, and my best friend just had a baby, but she has a 2-year-old too. And I love those girls to death. Like they are my children. Oh, I love them. So in the near future, I will, that's another passion of mine. I've always wanted to be a mom. And the last question, this goes out to my girl Gigi. I love you, Gigi. You're so freaking funny. What was my favorite childhood TV show and movies? So obviously anything Nickelodeon. I loved all, like I'm 28, so like I'm old school Nickelodeon, like Rocko's Modern Life and freaking All Real Monsters, all that shit. Are You Afraid of the Dark? I loved all that stuff, but also anything Disney. Like let's say I'm having a really bad night and like I'm having anxiety and panic attacks and all that stuff. I pop in a Disney movie, it sets me into like, it calms me down a little bit, and I just kind of get like a nice little hot thing of tea, chamomile tea, and you just watch a Disney movie. There's nothing that compares to that. Like, you know, like in the, you know when Disney shows in the front where like the castle comes and it goes, no, 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 no. I'm like crying, like it makes me so happy. I love anything Disney. But it's hard for me. I live really close to Disneyland, like an hour away, 45 minutes away. But it's really hard for me to get in the car and go and be around crowds. So once I conquer like my baby steps and I conquer things and I get to Disneyland and I want to watch World of Color, where the color comes through the fountain and stuff, I know I will bawl like a baby. I seriously cry at every Disney movie I watch because like I love Disney so much. Like, oh. When I went to Hawaii to like keep myself like occupied on the plane, I watched Tangled. I watched all these Disney movies. Like I'm in love with Disney. I'm such a geek. I'm such a little girl inside. I really am. Yeah, so there is my question and answers video. Sorry, I'm getting tired now. I talk too much. And I'm drinking McDonald's. I ate McDonald's. I'm drinking soda. I'm loving it. All right. Talk to you guys later. I'll have another video soon. See you later.